this one is not good for us to use on a fire that is a camp gas fire because it's risky. The only time you can use this is when you are shorting the supply of gas. Am I communicating? When you are shorting the supply of gas, then you cannot use this. If you don't short the supply of gas, when you use this, there's still the fire is still being powered by the gas. That means this will burn. You get? So the only time you use this is when the fire is in the container, and if it is a gas, just make sure that there's no supply of gas with that burner again before you can use this. And then the other usage of this is if somebody is on fire. There are still cases whereby people catches fire. And when people catches fire, what do you see them do? They run. You see them running from experience. You see them running. And once they are running, they are even adding up more oxygen. And then the fire is growing bigger. So what you can do is two things. If somebody is on fire, there's what we call stop, drop, and roll. Tell them to be rolling on the floor. On the floor, on the sand, just tell them to be rolling. The fire will be out. That's one way. But in reality, most people can't hear you again. As you want to get in one, they can't hear you again. So that means you have to run as fast as possible to wrap them with these fire blankets. Those are the ways of using these fire blankets. I hope I've passed the message. Yes. All right. So, and I hope I've passed the message on the. And I hope I've passed the message on the powder and the CO2. Yes. Any other question on that? So, any other question? All right. Yeah. So, and let me quickly recap it. Water for free burning material like paper, wood, clothes, and so on. Then carbon dioxide fire extinguisher for gas and so on. Gases, gaseous fire. Then foam fire extinguisher for flammable liquids like petrol. Am I communicating? You know, when petrol is burned, when tanker overturns and is burned, you see us using something like a foam. You know, that one is meant for flammable liquid like petrol, kerosene, diesel. The kind of fire extinguisher that comes out with bubbles. That one is called foam fire extinguisher. And then the last but not the least, dry chemical powder, DCP, is used on metals. And the advantage of DCP and CO2 is that they are both multi-purpose. They can be used on all the classes of fire, both electrical fire, wood fire, gaseous fire, and all the classes of fire. You can use both CO2 and powder on all the classes of fire. Only that one has advantage over the other. The advantage of this one is it messes everywhere and it's choking because the sodium bicarbonate is, when you use it in confinement, it chokes. So that's the disadvantage of this. And we always advise that you use the powder outdoor. Hope I'm communicating. Hope I'm not too fast. All right. So that's that about fire extinguisher. Now,
excuse me, sir. Can this ordinary blanket serve as this one?
No. This one has been treated with a chemical to withstand fire. But if you want to improvise, yes, you can improvise. But it won't be as good as this. The only way you can improvise is find a cheap towel or blanket, put it in water, and then use. That's an improvise. But it cannot be as effective as this. Because if that one dries up, if you use it on water and it dries up, the next thing is the blanket will be burning. So once it dries up, soak it again in water and then use it, continue like that. But this one, you don't need to soak it in water.
Okay.
Once you soak it in water, you have spoiled the chemical that is being used in it.
Okay.
So I think that's the main information about portable fire extinguisher. And then it's called first aid firefighting equipment. First aid firefighting equipment is made for fire that is just starting now. Once you use this, if not that I don't want to waste it, if I should use this one, it cannot be up to a minute. Like the whole content will come out under 1 minute, like 45 seconds, 47 seconds. You get? So it's meant for a fire that is just starting that and then it's out before it becomes something big. So once fire has gotten to the roof level, inferno, this one cannot suppress the fire again. So it's always good that you protect the fire from getting to inferno level. And you are even better if you can use it to put out the fire at certain stage. You are even better than firefighter that is miles away. Reason because fire grows every minute, and when you call firefighter, the nearest one maybe really mile 2 is all up. Before they get here, maybe 5-10 minutes. and then the fire would have gone like that. And if you are there to quickly put it out, that means you are better, because before they arrive you have put it out. And if you can't put it out, they are your backup. Either you can put it out yourself or not, always call fire service. That's my advice. And if we must call fire service, which number do we call? Anybody? Huh? 911.
911.
911.
Oh.
999. Which one is correct? Now, tell me now, give it to me now.
111.
911.
I think it's 112.
112.
190, abi?
112.
112. Who gave the expo? See, it's always good that we know the number. And I think that if there's emergency, the number to call is 767 or 112. It's a central number. You don't need card on your phone before it goes. You don't need money. You don't need to have credit on your phone. Just call 767 or 112. 767 or 112. Either of the two. Just call the number, and then they will ask you if it is fire emergency, if it is flood emergency, if it is armed robbery emergency, and they turn out the agency that is responsible for that emergency. So have the finger, the name, the number at the finger. I think we have the plaque.
We have it on the.
We have the plaque now.
112.
We have the plaque. Just go there, snap it. Look at the number that is close to your area. The fire station that is close to you, you can store it on your phone. That 767 or 112 is for all emergency in Lagos State, not only firefighting, all emergency in Lagos State. So, and the other numbers that you have 080 070 090, those ones are direct line. If you don't have money on your phone, that one will not go. But 767 or 112, either you have money on your phone or not, it will go through the toll-free line. So let me stop at that one, because if I should go, I will spend more than 1 hour here today. Now we want to move to the usage of fire hydrants.
Sorry, sir. Before we move to the other, there's something I want you to chip in and have you attack. What we need is to prepare in case of fire escape. Because most body will feel timid or time over, kind of fear. When you are duty, you won't be able to carry the job activities perfectly effectively. But the moment the fire started, be brave, don't be panic. But the moment you are panicking on duty, a mistake might come. The procedure how to carry out the job activities or to quench activity, it might escape. The moment you see something, be calm. And you know that the more you calm, the more you get energy and power to quench fire. When there's no duty or timorous activity, everything is good. That's the message for us. Okay, so for what kind of
Okay.
I want that for
Niger House. Yes. No. Well, pardon me for that. Why I'm being, why I'm being, rushing you with that? Just a tip. Normally, if you want to do training, it should have been a classroom training. Then we'll come out for practical. But because of the time frame, I was given 30 minutes to talk. That was I was trying to hash everything together. The question is, what do you do when you find yourself in a smoke plug environment? Now, most of the people that die in fire, it's not the fire that actually kills them. It is the smoke that kills people. Smoke kills faster than the fire itself. How does smoke kill? I'll tell you. When you inhale smoke, smoke contains carbon monoxide, yes. Incomplete combustion of the fuel. When you inhale that carbon monoxide dissolves your hemoglobin. Hemoglobin is a system that brings oxygen to your blood stream. So once what carbon monoxide does is to just dissolve the hemoglobin. That means the person will be choked. And once somebody is being choked, what will happen? He will die. So that's what happens in fire. When people inhale smoke, they inhale carbon monoxide, and the carbon monoxide dissolves the hemoglobin, and then they don't have oxygen to breathe, and they choke and they die in the process. So now, when you now find yourself in a smoke plug environment, what do? Just go down on your elbow like this. That's how to go. Don't stand. There. When you now find yourself in that smoke plug environment, you bend. Why are you bending? Why are you going down? That information looks so simple, but if you don't internalize it, if you find yourself in that smoke cloud environment, you forget due to panicking, you forget. So, but the most important thing is internalize that information I've just given you. People that died at Niger House and the one at UBA, are they being they have this information? I'm telling you, or training, this thing might not have happened to them. And what actually caused that fire, let me even burst your bubble, was they have the bad housekeeping. Let me give you that information. Bad housekeeping. Reason because when you are in a building like this where you have multiple people or lot of staff working, especially high rise, any building that is 4 story and above is high rise. Now it is being categorized, any story that is above 3 floors is high rise building. Once you have high rise building, do normal what we call risk assessment of the facility. Risk assessment will tell you what and what to do, what and what not to do to prevent emergency from happening, and then what to do in case emergency happens so that it won't lead to fatality. That risk assessment will show you everything. So, but most time people try to no shortcuts. They believe it's government official. When they come, don't worry. I know some people at the top. When the officer come, I'll call Mr. Governor or I'll call the honorable. They will send them away. But if you be doing that, by the time emergency happens, can you send the emergency away? No. The most important thing is for you to do the right thing so that you will not be a victim of emergency. So when you find yourself in a smoke environment, just go down. Why you are going down is because when there is fire, smoke goes up, right? Smoke goes up because smoke is lighter, and the air goes down because the oxygen is heavier. The air that will breathe is heavier. Just like when you pour garri inside water, garri goes down, right? Water comes up because garri is heavier than water. The same thing with smoke and air. When there is fire, the smoke goes up because air is heavier. Air is heavier than smoke, so air comes down, then the smoke goes up. So that's why you have to go down so that you have normal breathable air to sustain yourself,
within that time limit.
Yes. And then when you will now go down, that one you will now see where the fire is coming from. Another thing is when there's smoke everywhere, you don't even know where the fire is coming from because smoke has engulfed everywhere. But when you go down, you can see where the fire is coming from. So instead of you moving towards where the fire is coming from, once you have seen where the fire is coming from, then you go the other way around to find your way out of the building. That's when you find yourself in a smoke environment. I hope I've answered the question.
Yes.
All right. Any other question? All right. This is water tank for the fire hydrant. Am I communicating? Okay, I will get the video from you. So, this is the water tank for the fire hydrant. Before you operate the fire hydrant, the fire pump, that's the fire pump, this is the tank, and those are the hydrant pumps. This is the tank, and the capacity of this tank is 8,000 liters. 8,000 liters, and it's only for firefighting. It's exclusively for firefighting. So the 8,000 is just that if you are using this one continuously with the hydrant, and this will take you like minimum of 30 minutes. Now, if you are using this one, the logic is that if you are using this one for 30 minutes and you call firefighter, I am very sure that if you call firefighter, immediately the fire starts. It won't take more than 10 minutes, more than maximum. It can't even be up to that because we have one and it's solo. We have another one. We have another one at no, not Ijesha. No, I'm talking of before they come. The pipe that supplies the pump, the valve is open. But this place is blocked. The only way you can see it is when you climb the ladder. For me, I've opened it permanently because the limitation of you going to the back will not be there. You may not even remember to open the valve. That's why I open the valve permanently. So then the next thing you come to the pump. So now we have people that always, even at night, that are here at night too, need to know this very well. people that are always on ground.
Security.
Everybody needs to know it.
Security.
Everybody needs to know it. But
I'm
just putting more.
You know my side, that side now.
I love it. I call you.
I'm just putting this knowledge in case, you know, sometimes most fire happens in the night, especially in workplace. It happens in the night where most people would have gone up. But the responsibility will not be people that are here at night. Now we have 3 pumps. These 3 pumps work individually and they can work together. These 3 pumps work individually, they can work together. This one is the electrical pump. We call it electrical pump. The middle one, this one, is called jockey. Jockey pump. Jockey. Then this one is called diesel pump.
Okay.
Diesel pump. All of them work individually and they can work at the as in together. Now, if you look, there is the panel, just like a brain box of a vehicle. There is the panel of the pump, the thing that the button that controls the pump. Now, if you look at the panel, you can see there's no light on the panel. So you have to on it from here.
Okay.
So always remember, if you don't see light on the panel, this is where the main socket is. Just on it, you can see the power is on. Now, if you want to 2 ways, let me start with the electrical one, the electric one. It's either you start, you turn this one like this, and then I hope you understand. First of all, turn it this way. Then you want to stop.
Okay.
Start, stop. Or you can even give it to one. Do you get it? 2 ways, you can stop it in 2 ways. Like this, start. Stop. Or start. Do you see?
Okay.
That's
Electrical one.
Electrical one. This one is 1 way. Then stop.
Why was it not this way?
No, because the power of this one is bigger than this one. So this is the way this one is being done.
Okay.
Just you can turn it the other way. But the only main reason is the middle one is the up. You can turn it this way.
So we know that on is this way.
Whichever way to start. Now, this diesel one, I purposely off this the button here. So this is the battery charger to ensure that battery is always charged. Because if you leave the battery for too long, it will weak. So that's the reason why the charger is there. Then why I normally off it is I don't want the battery to be overcharged, because if you leave it on, normally if you leave it on this two, it won't really affect them. But this one immediately is on, the battery charger is on, it will overcharge the battery and it can spoil the battery, or either of the devices can. That's why I normally off it from here. So now, once you on it, you have seen the button for the diesel. Once you on it, then the next thing is you start it from here. This one, before I start, it makes a kind of sound so that all of us will not, unlike this one, this one makes noise, unlike this two, because it's diesel, like it's engine. So it's like generator. Now when you know the kind of noise, this one makes noise. So I have to tell you ahead so that people will not, pushing themselves. And then when you start this one, before you start this one, there's a ready-made button that you have to set this one on. I don't know if people can see it. There's a start. This knob have to be on the start mode. The start is down, the stop is up. So it has to be on this start mode before you can start this diesel. Then another check you normally check is your diesel engine. Is there diesel in the engine? Before you start, some checks that This one would have been done regularly. You know, just like a maintenance check. You know that your thing is ready for action. So if that diesel inside it, there's diesel. But this needs to be filled up. I think the diesel is not filled to the tank. It's about here. So
Sylvester,
the diesel needs to be filled up.
we need to add diesel to this.
Yes. So I have to be sure that the diesel is always available. Make sure the diesel is down.
To fill the tank.
Fill the tank up. You see, can you see the level of the diesel? You need to fill it up. So that's the check.
Come aside, man.
Now
Where is that one? Start this switch.
you can see it has to be down. Before you start, you have to not tie it. I'll show you more. But it's on the start mode now. Before I start, I will
Not to come
not.
and be starting it. Just fill the diesel and leave it for us.
Okay, so let me come out.
Now, so if you don't want to start this one, the only thing, just press this. Once you press it, it will start, then you stop it at the body. I'm going to demonstrate, you see, then you now practice.
Why this one be like that, man?
Engine now.
Because it's the engine. This is
Engine now. Diesel engine.
yes. And anybody that's come there should use this.
We may not get to that. We have 3 ways. The first one is the easiest one, just in case there's no other alternative. Move to the
If
next
there
one.
light,
There's no light.
don't say if there is fire now, the first off light though.
Yes.
If there is fire, the first go
So the
out.
kind of fire.
Now, you can see that.
So this one,
One message I want to pass. You can see that when I wanted to stop it, I lose the knob and turn it up.
Yes.
So before leaving this place, I have to make sure that I push it back to start mode.
Yes.
Then lock it again. Because if it's on the stop mode, if it's on this up, the button will not start it. It doesn't have to start. It doesn't have to start. It doesn't have to start.
This thing shows that you can do it by yourself. You can draw it. You can draw it.
Manual start. That's manual start.
In case nothing is working and you must start this to
You have to, but person that will start me,
you have to eat well.
you have to hit well,
no
and
You just want to know everything.
I think the essence of this diesel engine is assuming there is fire, God forbid, like you always say, electric is not supposed to be on. I think the first thing is to go and power down the distance.
yes, but not in all cases. The reason because why we always advise you shut down the supply of current is because it's assumed that the fire is coming from electrical cause. So once you shut the supply of current, you have cut the fire to a level. So that's why we normally advise. But if you are sure that the fire is not, maybe a vehicle is on fire, for instance, the vehicle is outside, and you need to use hydrant. You don't need to shut the.
But you know that even if the other way, when you are using water to quench electric, what of electrocution?
That's I'm giving you two scenario now. That when there's fire in a building, just like office environment, one thing that is assumed that the fire is coming from electrical source. Am I communicating? Now it's assumed that maybe it's from the AC, even though when we are not sure of what is causing the fire at that point, but we assume that it is electrical cause. That's why we normally advise that you short the supply of current, so that you'll be sure that okay, even if it is electrical cause, you have forced the fire to a level, then you cannot use water. Once you short the supply of current, and you're 100% sure that you have short the supply of current, then you cannot use water.
Because in this case, this diesel engine is still very, very important.
It's very important. No, that's why this
Anything that happen here, and the first thing we do here is to go and short down light.
Yes, shut down light. So this one is the logic behind this is because it's assumed that when there's fire, the electrical supply is off already. So that's why the diesel is. You won't have the excuse that say because there's no power supply, that's why we can't fight our fire. That's
If
the
the
reason.
fire is from the source,
Yeah.
if it's from the source.
It's from the source of that. You can't shut it off. What you need to do, for instance, that's the source where you shut the current up, and the fire is from there. Then what you can use is DCP, the powder one. Yeah, just aim it and put it up. Don't go and touch fire. Now let's just demonstrate with the usage of electric and this. So now, what thing we need to do? You on it. Then you come to your own. And another thing is, you need to know how to open this. So,
I tried to open the other day. I couldn't do.
You need to, as it is. This is just like a lock. Yes. So before you open, if you pull it, it won't open. But if you pull it like this, can you see?
I tried to open it the other day.
That's a lock.
That's a lock. Before you, if this thing is like this one too won't enter. Except the valve is open, it won't enter because, can you see? It won't enter except you force it. If you force it, it will enter. But normally it shouldn't enter. Before you lock it, to make it easier for you, you can see when you turn this one, you see this one goes inside. Then you put it easily, then you lock it back. And if you want to open it too, then you open it. This is lock.
It's okay. I understand.
Now, then the next thing is for us. We connect the hose. Let's please. So now you connect. You connect. Then, first of all, before you open it, somebody needs to hold this one. Hold this. Connect this one first. So, you put this. You get. So somebody needs to hold this before you open the water pump.
Otherwise, it will start.
So, somebody needs to hold this. Then when you put it,
You can get pressure, so
Just came like that.
oh, this car is very dangerous.
One ask.
It's not controlling. It's not spoiled. It's not controlling. It's spoiled. It's spoiled.
This your brother, I don't work at all.
For the problem, it's not controlling. It's not catching it. It's not controlling the gun. Can't see the guy who pulling the base. It's not controlling the base. It's not controlling the base.
It's too loose now.
It's loose.
yeah, pull it out. Once you want to pull it, wait. Before you pull it, you have to stretch this one.
Okay.
If you don't stretch it out like this, just like the other one, it won't open. Don't worry, this one is a minor thing. It's a minor thing. It is a minor thing. The main thing is that control over there.
Okay.
You can even control it over there.
Is this an ordinary water?
Yeah.
Just normal water? Huh?
Normal water.
Just normal water?
No chemicals.
Like they can fill the tank with just normal water?
It's normal water. But that add with chemical might burst the
Iron point. You know you have iron point at the back there. You know
They come out. That is side.
that one. Alaba. The same thing with this one. Once you connect the
There's hose there too.
there's hose here. Once you connect the hose, this the hose. That's the once you connect the hose.
Okay.
Same thing with this one too. So once you open it, just connect the hose, open like. So that's even the same thing with the one inside. Once you open, let me just show you the whole thing. Can you see? This is what is meant for Ghana license. The only thing is once you open this, water comes out. No. Then the valve is here. You have to make sure that the valve is open.
Hello, sir. Can you take that thing to either the restroom and open it so that people will see it? Maybe one or two persons.
know what is there. No, you can turn it outside. You can turn it outside. So that when you look outside, I will open it.
I better have more fun.
Come and see now.
Yes.
This is like shower. Okay,
Who's not can there?
only in our office there.
Somebody don't knock here. Somebody don't knock from the back.
Somebody don't know that. Office there. Somebody don't know.
Put it back on.
Now, fire.
Safety.
Come. Are you okay?
Bring it.
Somebody don't know. That's absolutely.
Okay, we have learned all this.
All right. I hope we are good. Don't let us forget our pump. We have to off it though.
Wait, don't like that. Hey, wait now.
Which pump are you offing? Which pump?
We have to off it. That will be wrong for working.